Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. I'm your host, DJ Tatius, and this is Mashup 2, Team 2 from WAG Round 3. That's right, the What's a Genre contest. This is the first listen and judges' reaction to the tracks. Can't wait to hear what the other judges think. Team 1, Matt J.H. and Sweet Guitar did a fantastic job with their funk song. Now we've got ImNotChillin and Mayvai, team number 2, doing their thing. So, without further ado, let's head to the lab.
Let the music unlock your heart. It's time to collaborate.
You're part of a family. I'm DJ Tatius, and this is BandLab Plus Coffee.
To the lab.
Over here on the lab, we've got the WAG What's a Genre Contest Round 3 Mashup 2, Team number 2. That's going to be ImNotChillin and Mayvai. The genre is funk, and while we've already heard Matt J.H. and Sweet Guitar, whom you can hear on the previous video, we will now give these gentlemen a chance to rebut. Let's see if we can get funky. Yes, we can get funky. They have the hats too. They have the bass too. There's that snare I was looking for. There's that mid-range. It's kind of bluesy too. Listen to that octave up.
15 years ago, I was sitting on the ground playing by myself. I looked up and
throw some grunge in there, but it's definitely funky.
Shiny silver strings staring down at me with a hacked off piece I was strumming. From the first note I was drawn in.
There it is.
Boy, would you like to play guitar? I can show you the way. Come to me and listen closely. Allow me to introduce Jimmy.
He dropped the needle on his turning wheel. Cranked up a
There you go.
dial.
Call and response.
I'm hearing colors.
Both teams doing those vocals. It's the music that we chose.
As of the days that you rock my world, never gonna look down, we're so high now. Ready to set go, come to be my number one. Life's so way forever.
So long ago, I was sitting on the couch thinking to myself, I remembered I wanted.
Great job with that accent.
Turning silver strings like a royalty creep. You sold on to me, I started strumming. From the first note I was drawn in. I remember.
Boy, would you like to play guitar? I can show you the way. Come to me and listen closely. Allow me to introduce Jimmy.
Ooh, dun, 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 dun.
My rise is real. Your defeat I'll seal. Can you hear my colors?
As of the days that you
Close hat to open hat.
never gonna look down, we're so high now. Ready to set go, come to me, my number one. Life's so way forever. As I look for the days that you rock my world, never gonna look down, we're so high now. Ready to set go, come to me.
That variation on the drums.
Life's so way forever.
Of course. Excuse him while he touches the sky. I love how we're keeping the hat open for it, but we're not hitting any cymbals. There they were, and back. And then we let it ring out. That is fantastic. So good. Let's jump on to two things I love and one thing I want more of. I'll tell you what, if there's one thing I love about this track is this is a radio ready experience right here. There were some critiques that I gave in the previous round with regard to percussion and just a full range of sound. And it sounds like they were all taken care of here. I mean, we have the guitar carrying that mid-range. We have the highs and the hi-hats and the blast and the snare. The cat. We really needed that in that 2K range. It doesn't overpower anything like it's metal or rock music, but it exists and it's beautiful and it's snappy. On top of that, we have the call and response that is in a lot of funk music. I'm a huge fan of this. I'm a huge fan of that bass. I'm a huge fan of the way we're playing with the wah. Like, this is good stuff. So, the first thing I love is going to be how full this track is. Super. Let's just jump in. This goes everywhere from the boom, 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 boom to the boom, 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 boom. Every part of the EQ spectrum, of the sound spectrum, is being utilized for something. It creates a great full sound tracks, radio ready, technicality on point, and I love it. Second thing I love is over here.
Silver strings like a royalty creep. You so on to me, I started strumming. From the first note I was drawn in.
Not only do we have the call and response with the vocals are a highlight for me completely as an overall package. And here's why I like it, because the vocals play with the instrumental in a way that funk truly does. We have the instrumental acting as if it is a member of the band in the way that it should, rather than the band playing an instrumental. The instrumental is simply a member of the band. So the vocals complement and they ebb and they flow with the instrumental itself. This is not a beat that a rapper is rapping on. This is not a pop song that exists within an ambient soundscape in order to amplify the vocal. This is funky. Call and response, playing with the guitar and the vocals and how they mesh. Let's just listen to a little more.
From the first note I was drawn in.
Listen to those vocals.
Boy, would you like to play guitar?
Play guitar. And in the background, we got the bow, now, now. So you have a melody line with the instrumental following the vocal. Classic, pro move, sounding great. First thing I love, it's radio ready. Second thing I love is how the instrumental's a member of the band, the vocals, call and response, and also call and response with the instrumental itself to create one cohesive track. Now, if there's one thing I want more of, I think that I want the vocal to shine somewhere a little bit more in terms of dynamics. This is a small gripe, a small ask, if you will. Not even a gripe, because the song itself is fantastic. The ask is everything about this track is really cool and technically really well done. I just need an area where the vocal takes over from the instrumental and the instrumental steps back. To put it another way, towards the end of the song, we have a great guitar solo. So at what point
Would you like to play with me?
On the turning. I'm hearing color.
this is probably the closest we get.
On the turning wheel.
The closest we get to the vocal coming up and doing the solo for the vocal, but we still have some of those instrumental elements taking over. Here's all I want. This is all I want. And it's not even true to punk music completely. Maybe modern style, but in the old days, they didn't do this anyway. what I want is I want you to put a low pass filter on the instrumental for the verse specifically. And it doesn't have to be a lot depending on how hard you kind of want to push that dynamic. If you push it all the way, then you've got it down here going, and the vocal is going to handle everything mid and up. But if you bring it down just a little bit, what happens is you take a little bit of snap out of the hats, a little bit of the whine out of the guitar. You let all of it be full and bustling while the vocals carry the dynamics of the high end, and the vocals get to take up that auditory range. And then for the chorus, you just turn off that filter and suddenly everything splashes and it creates this big dynamic between verse and between chorus. Again, not a gripe, a suggestion for modern sensibilities. I find very little at fault with this track. Very little. A minor mix issue here or there, but technically this is by far the best track I have seen brought forward from both of these contestants in this contest. Those are the two things I love and the one thing I want more of. And with that being said, both teams went incredibly hard for round 3, matchup 2, team 1 and 2, the funk round. Both teams went so hard, and I very much appreciate that. So good luck to all of y'all involved. We'll see you on Saturday for the judging results and subsequently the final round being delivered between the 2 top-ranking teams and the final 4 contestants of the WAG. Good luck.